that we engage audiences and entertain them, but also spark a sense of adventure as to what this new science will bring. Because I'm very excited that we might know this information that we get from our DNA. It will tell us, it may tell us who we are and what may happen in the future, and it also tells us, as we found through taking the test, what may have come before. And so it's exciting to know that we'll have this engagement with the audience.
Well, nationally, right now, we're at a moment where this idea of DNA and ancestry has sort of come into the national consciousness, I would say particularly over the last 3 or 4 years. And people are getting genetic tests, and people are signing up to Ancestry.com or whatever, and trying to find out more about their past. And I think that in a sense that's laudable. It's great to want to know more about your history. And on the other hand, I think there is a tendency to perhaps expect too much out of that science, and to expect that the science can tell you more about yourself and answer those questions, who I am. The science isn't capable, actually, of answering those questions. And perhaps the DNA Project can contribute to that dialogue that's going on right now.
I think we're posing a lot of questions and scenarios and possibilities that you know, hopefully help us all evolve, even if just a little bit, in terms of our understanding of and appreciation for each other.
I think that a project like this is important because it allows people who come to the theater to look at race and ethnicity in many different dimensions.
One of the more fascinating elements is to hear the material and look at the material, and having tracked it from its inception to now it being put up, and really seeing the relationship of the material to the individual, how they went about communicating. It's really tonally, whether it's more mythic, where it's much more naturalistic, whether it's evocative, and thematically what they choose. And since it deals thematically with elements that are so basic, you know, so solidly sort of, grounded in sort of the earth, it reveals a lot.
Anyone can find their stories within the stories that we're telling here. And I think it's that universality which is so exciting to me and so moving to me as an artist and as an audience member.
The playwrights who are working on this piece are excavating deeply. They are going to places in a way that are a little scary for them in many of the cases, you know. So that kind of writing is always exciting. It's always more truthful. And so then what happens? Hopefully we create more work like this, and it gets done across the country.
I hope that all of the playwrights after this project will feel that they have explored something related to their ancestry, and whether it's what they thought at the beginning they would explore, I'm not sure that that's going to happen, but what I'm hoping will happen is that everyone will have gone on a trail, so to speak. The project is called the DNA Trail, so what we're hoping for is a journey, and then of course we're hoping that the audience can come with us in some way.
When I think about the other pieces that we've been working on this weekend, there are several thematic links that keep popping up. One is our responsibility to our ancestors. The other is our legacy to our offspring. Another is only children, and what does it mean to be an only child. Another is responsibility to family, however that family is defined. There are so many beautiful thematic links and counterpoints. It's actually a very musical evening as well as a visual one thematically, which I'm really excited to see come together. And speaking of which, I have to get back to work.